syndicate for a 48-hour session. Right, let's get to the swim. There we go. First fish of the day, a lively common, only about £15, but real nice fish. It's taken some margin on a left-hand rod. Gave a nice screamer. Yeah, really lively. Got a bit of a messed up mouth and a bit of a messed up dorsal, and that allows me to think this is the same fish I had in the winter, just a pound bigger. Still a cracking fish. Let's put her back. Right, let's put her back. I've got to return them in the mat. Hold them in the water a little bit and let them go. I'm now in my bivvy. It's night time now. It only properly got darker a few hours ago. It's 9:30, 10 now. So yeah, it's getting dark quite late now, which is nice. Light about 5:30, 6, 6, because of the clocks going back. But yeah, I'm happy about that, and I've had that fish pretty much since I got here today, which is great. I've never had that down here before, and the fact it's a common is actually really good down here. It probably won't be obvious to you because a lot of the fish I've been catching out of here are commons, and actually there aren't many in here at all. They're primarily mirrors, and I've actually managed to have quite a few commons out of here compared to the amount of mirrors I've had. And also most of all of my fish have been small, you know, below 19 pounds, and actually a lot of fish in here, for the amount of fish there are in here, are 20s, so that's very odd. Yes, I've actually done well not to catch 20, so that's a bit odd. A couple of new members already had a few 20s out. My mate is with me today on the other side of the lake has had a 24, lost a few 20s as well, so you know, I'm obviously doing something wrong, or I'm just not getting in amongst the fish. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've got another couple of nights. Well, this is my first night. I'm doing 2 nights because of the amount of revision I've got to do for my AS levels coming up. Although by the time you see this might be after I've done my AS levels, just because I probably won't upload the videos until after, because it requires a lot of time editing. For instance, my last video, when I did a 48-hour carp session, took me a week to edit. So you know, it does take up time, and a lot of people don't realise just how much time it does take up. You know, it's not just all about fishing and this little sort of magic eye follows me around. It just doesn't happen like that. It takes a long time. So yeah, it's probably about 9:30, 10, as I said. I've recast the rods out. I've changed the rig on my right hand rod to a similar rig to my mate was using, just in case it's my rigs, because as you know from watching my last video, I do use very simple rigs. I'm not a great believer in complicated rigs, but I've put on a more complex rig that my mates helped me make up, because I feel, you never know, that might be why I'm not catching the bigger fish. I might be sussing it out. So I'm giving that a go on the right hand rod. I had my earlier fish on the left hand rod, and that was on a simple rig, but it was a small fish, and the same fish I caught in the winter and a common. So I'm using sauce again tonight, like always. Might try a different bait tomorrow. I'll talk to you more about that tomorrow. Yeah, got my cup of coffee. I'll get in bed soon, I think. I can't be asked to stay up. I don't normally stay up too much when I'm overnight fishing. I like to try and get my head down. I don't often sleep that much, so I try and get as much when I can. I can't see the point in sitting up this time of night unless you're always scanning the water. There's only so much time that can be spent making up rigs and doing PVA bags and stuff, and I've done a hell of a lot at home anyway, so just no need for it. I've got some dog biscuits with me down there. I'm firing them out during the day, so if they come up for it. I heard a few slurps around the lake, but no obvious signs of fish feeding. But yeah, there's various things I might try down here tomorrow, depending on how well tonight goes. If it goes poorly tonight, which I've got a feeling it will, because it's all just sort of gone dead now, because mate was having loads of runs and now he's had nothing recently. And yeah, so depending how well it goes tonight, if I have fish I want to catch, such as a 20 pounder, or any fish actually, the way it's going at the moment, I might mess about tomorrow with different tactics, but if not, I'm going to stick to the tactics I know work until I can catch a fish out of here. And I don't know if you can hear this, but that call you can hear, there it goes. Wait for it, and again, yeah. I'm pretty sure that that's a little owl. For any of you out there that are interested in wildlife and birds and things like I am, I'm very interested to know what birds make what calls, etc. And I'm pretty sure it's a little owl. But if you hear in the distance, there's a fainter call, and I'm definitely sure that's a tawny owl. And I've also seen a barn owl here. So in the space of what, I don't know, 100 square meters, there's 3 different breeds of owls. I think that's fantastic. I know some people wouldn't get excited by that, but to me, when I'm out on the bank, wildlife is just as important to me as the fishing. And I find, you know, seeing a kingfisher come land on the end of my fishing rod would mean just as much to me as, say, a 15-16 pound carp would. You know, so it's different for all people, but I love to sit back and watch the wildlife, and I think that's half of fishing to me, just being outside. Anyway, I'm gonna get some sleep now, and unless I see you with a fish in the middle of the night, I'll see you in the morning. Alright, get some sleep. Hello. It's actually about 3, maybe 4 in the morning now. I haven't had anything. And that's strange, because my mate, he's had 2, well, he's had one, lost one during the night, and I really can't think of what more I can do. I've got one rig, the same as his, and I've now got, I'm both using the same bait. The only thing I can think of is that just, he's on the other side and he might be having more fish, just because of the position. So we are contemplating a move tomorrow. I may end up moving. I think I might experiment. I might just walk around with a couple of rods tomorrow. I'll just walk around there, bait up a swim, and there's already fish rolling over it. So I do think it's just a positioning. But I'm not doing anything wrong. I mean, what I do catches. You've seen that on my videos. That what I do does catch in here. But I'm really struggling with this one. I was saying that last time I was on, I didn't have a fish till 6 o'clock in the morning on the first night, so you never know, it's still time yet. So yeah, but there's no point staying in the swim when the fish just aren't having it. There's just no point, there's no point ruining a session. I did tell myself that if it all goes badly this session, because it's Easter holidays, I've got 2 weeks, I'll come next week for a night. But it really depends on how much revision I get done. I don't want to sacrifice my exams just for the sake of a fish, you know. It's not worth it. And that's saying to anyone my age out there who is dead keen on their fishing, and you know, also doing A levels or GCSEs. And trust me, especially GCSEs, you've got to put the revision in. And end of the day, you've got such a long study leave after GCSEs, you've got such a long summer holiday. There's no point skipping revision for fishing. It really isn't. I mean, even now I've got revision with me and I'm revising, so if you can revise in the bank, that's a great thing to do, but it's never as effective as doing it at home. But anyway, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Just keep at what I am doing, I think. Hopefully it'll pay off. Anyway, I'll see you later. Morning. Put the kettle on. Appalling night. Don't even have any runs. Nothing. Not a touch. Very odd, because most nights I've had at least a touch or something. Matey, on the other side of the lake, had 1:17 and missed another run. I think I'm going to give it a move today. I've baited up another one on the far side, over there, directly in front of where I'm pointing. I might just walk around there and plop it in for a few hours, sit with it for a little bit. But I don't know, I can't think of much more to do if that doesn't work. At least I haven't blanked though, so that's not a bad thing. I wouldn't mind so much if it wasn't for all this revision, because I've played quite a gamble taking this session out to go fishing. I thought, right, it'd be worth it if I can get a 20 out, but yeah, it isn't going to happen now. I just know. But oh well, still early days. Another night left, so it's got to happen tonight. If it doesn't, well yeah, that's it. So yeah, I'll get back to you a bit later. Right. Oh. Right, there we go. 28.2, my new PB. At last, we got a 20. My mate Stu pointed out to me where the fish were, got me on the rig that's working. Would you look at that? What a beautiful fish. Bit of a messed up mouth, but what a cracking fish and a new PB. Fantastic.
Bang on, mate.
Let's put her back.
Look at the size of it.
Right, just going to put the fish back. I'm going to hold her in the water for a little bit. Let her get her strength back. Right, I'm in bivvy again. Just been in bed now for about 10 minutes. Well, you see, I've got the door open tonight. A lot warmer, no wind coming in, so because I was facing the wind last night, so I had to have the door closed just because of how cold it was and because of the wind. But I've done it. I've had my 20 out. Chuff with, smashed past the 20 barrier. We weighed the net properly at the end and it came in at 1.5, so the fish actually weighed 27.12, I think, something along those lines. Anyway, big 27, but still, that's not a bad fish for my first 20. Very, very happy with that. Could obviously get another one out, but I'm not complaining. It's taken on a single sauce, single timber actually, with it tipped a bit of corn on a method. Just chanced out there. My mate, who's a pretty excellent carp angler, actually knows what he's talking about, got me on the rig that was hooking the fish, and moorhen going across the water there in front of me. Yeah, and so I switched my hook link to that, and boom, 2 minutes after casting out, I was in. Really tore off, and most carp I've had on here just sort of plodded about a bit and come in, but that didn't give up. That really went. So yeah, very happy to have that. Bit of a messed up mouth, but you know, I suppose that's what you get when you fish a lake. Where there are anglers, I mean, I'm used to fishing the drains and things where not many other people, no one really carp fishes except for me. So, you know, if there's a carp, I'm pretty much the first one to catch it. So it's not going to have a messed up mouth. But yeah, very happy with that. I've actually got a respectable PB now, so it's all good. Anyway, I'm going to try and get some sleep now because I only got an hour's sleep last night. Just had a cup of tea. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Morning. As you can see, I've moved to a different end of the lake. I was previously at the other end, which is up there. So I've moved down this end as throughout the past couple of nights, and since we got here actually, there's been fish rolling and moving here, and that's continued to happen while I've been here. I've been sitting here for about 2 hours now, and it's interesting, the fish are rolling over the deep water, over about 30 foot of water, and we decided that they wouldn't be on the bottom in that depth of water, but just in case, I've put out a source bottom date about where they've been rolling. They've been pretty sporadic really, but they seem to be mainly over the, as you just saw one roll in front of us then, they've been mainly in the deep water. A few good ones we've seen, but I've seen some larger ones. My mate's gone home now, went home about 2 hours ago. Been here for about 4 hours now, I just haven't made a blog. Yeah, I haven't had anything. I think my mate might have had a 20 during the night. He had a very good angler, but he was also in a very good spot, so it does help. But I really don't mind if I don't catch anything today. It's just nice being here. You know, after that fish that I had last night, it's going to take a little bit of time till I break that PB now. So yeah, very happy with that. Very, very happy. But what I'm doing is I've got one on the bottom bait, as I said, fishing pretty slack lines in the deep water. I haven't had a touch on that, but I've got the right hand rod on a zig rig. Got 2 fluoro dynamite baits, pineapple pop-ups on there, and I'm just I initially started fishing at 5 foot off the bottom. Every 10 minutes or so, I'm then taking off 2 foot. I'm letting the bait rise by 2 foot, and there's another fish just rolled then. Don't know if you saw it. So yeah, they're definitely in a line, but they're rolling definitely in a line in the deep water. Because where you just saw that fish roll is almost exactly where it's about 32 foot. So yeah, I'm moving the pop-ups up 2 foot every 10 minutes or so until they hit the top. Oh, that was a line bite then on my zig rig rod. Don't know if you heard it or not. Yeah, so I'm moving them up 2 foot at a time. So, and until I see those pop-ups hit the surface, I'll then keep doing it. When they do hit the surface, I'll reel in, cast out, try a different area and do the same thing. And hopefully, during that time, we'll bag a fish. Anyway, we'll see if that works. I'm into a fish. Gave a right screamer. Actually feels like quite a good one. On the bottom bait, single source, tipped corn. Literally only got about 20 minutes of the session left. And it screamed off. Tell you what, it doesn't feel like a bad fish actually. Well, off we go. Grab the net. plodding around down there. No, it's not that big actually. See what's back here? Another mirror. Got her. Right, let's get on the mat. There we go. Chunky little 19. Just gave her a screaming run. Single sauce boilie. With a little bit of corn. Just tipped on the end of it. What a beautiful fish. Lovely mirror. Quite a chunky fish. Almost definitely a female. £19. Just look at the width across that back. What a chunky, chunky little fish. Right. Let's put her back. Just returning her. I'll return her in the mat. Take her out. Let her regain her strength. She put her all into the fight. Oh, I think she's ready to go. Great stuff. Such a chunky fish. Right, it's come to about the end of the session now. As you just saw, I had that lovely little mirror. Really happy with that, just topped the session off nicely. I thought it might be a 20 actually. I was going to say it's quite funny that I come down here with two 20s. But no, it's a 19. I'm still very, very happy with it. It's an amazing fight compared to a lot of the fish. What I didn't tell you last night is that that 27 I had, that 27-12, that really fought hard. Yeah, that went off like a rocket. So yeah, they don't all just plod in. They don't all just plod in here. They do. Some of them do fight hard, which is nice, and like a little 19 did. I think a lot of them didn't fight very hard earlier on, because I was fishing it in the winter, and even now it's, you know, it's still April. And I was having a look through the records, and I didn't do my first overnighter last year till June. So I've really got on them early this year. Really got on them early compared to what I always have done. So I can't complain. I've got some quality fishing in before what I normally do. But now I've had my target out of here. Well, I've shot past my target, but now I've had my target and my new PB out of here. I'm going to get on some of my naturally stocked lakes and see if I can get some nice tench and bream and cruisins out. Get back to some of the fishing I really enjoy. I do like this carp fishing, but you do get bored of it after a while. As an all-rounder, I can't stay doing one thing for too long. I do enjoy all the tactical side of it and the relaxing side of it. It's very relaxing, just putting the rods out and being able to sit down and make rigs and PVA bags and have a cup of coffee. And yeah, I do enjoy it, and I will do a couple more sessions on here before the start of the season. But once that season starts, I probably might do a session on here, floater fishing, because I know it's quite a good lake for floater fishing in the summer. But yeah, I won't do many on here. I'll be on the rivers. I've got some great fishing plans this year, and hopefully there'll be some great videos as well. So yeah, that's one half of my year ticked off. That's my £20 carp ticked and done. Just onto some different fish now. Quite looking forward to getting out after those tench again. I do love some early season tench. They are beautiful fish. I mean, carp are nice looking, but tench just, yeah. So yeah, I've just recast that rod. Another PVA bag on it. I was literally just fishing a single PVA bag on that. I think I scattered around about 5-10 baits, and that was it. And they obviously just got their heads down and, yeah, screamed off. I'll be here for literally about 2 or 3 more minutes now, and then I've got to get all my stuff on the barrow and go home. But very happy with this session. Although I haven't had many fish, I've only had 3 fish, which is not great considering how the lake has been fishing recently. I've really enjoyed myself. It's not all about the amount of fish you catch, it's not even all about the size. I mean, I have had some nice sized fish today, but it isn't all about the size. It's all about your experience, and I've had a great couple of days here. You know, wildlife's been fantastic. I've seen no end of owls and things that unfortunately I wasn't able to get on camera. And yeah, it's been really enjoyable. And enjoyable just learning stuff, like from my mate who was here earlier. He showed me a few rigs and things. Actually, that fish I just had wasn't on this rig, it was on a different rig. But yeah, he showed me a few rigs, a few hook links that helped me catch that larger fish on the method. But yeah, very enjoyable session. I hope you've enjoyed it too. So yeah, it's definitely been worth missing a couple of days for revision. I have done a bit on the bank, but it's not like doing it at home. Now I've had that 20 and actually a couple of nice other fish as well. Definitely been worth coming out for a couple of days. I've got 2 weeks, so the rising should be fine. But this will be my only session. This will be my only session of the Easter holiday. Not sure if you'll be seeing this during the Easter holiday. You might be, depending how much time I have. But just simply because of revision, you know, I've got to spend all my time doing the work. I can't. It's about editing videos and things, because as I think I said earlier, it can take me a week. It can take me a week to edit videos, and you can't afford to do that when you've got your A-levels. You really can't. So yeah, you'll definitely be seeing this video, otherwise you'll be watching me now. But it might be a bit later than what I'd want. Anyway, I've had a great time, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I'll see you next time, and tight lines.